Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. The Rams will kick it away to start. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cowboys offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollock.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking.
First down.
But it's just football.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Cowboys will hustle to the line.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Barges ahead. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Colorado State Rams offense has its first opportunity of the day. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
We always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than a game like this. When you've got two studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
He's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
And the Rams will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to throw on second down. Right down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Anderson will throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry up. The corners are walked up tight. Hand off from the shotgun. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for his man. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Rams are flying down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Hills. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And the Rams want to move quickly. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires left. Hauls it in.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rams.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working. getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Anderson wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it, matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Cowboy. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. He's loose. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Colorado State. What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 21 to Troy. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Anderson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
And I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he can get a first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Throwing right. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wyoming. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. These guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they make big plays.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But
it's complete. A huge pickup. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to work on second and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? The DBs will back off a bit. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Anderson wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nifty little dance step. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can flop. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. It's complete. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll just keep slinging it. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Fullback's got it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. He'll pitch it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. So going for it on fourth down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option, but not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He'll pull it on the read. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 13 to Wake Forest. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, they knock it free! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Anderson will throw. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Got it behind the line. It's Hobbs. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Stevenson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to throw it again. And that is interception number 3 on the day. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Motion from the offense. On second down, wants to throw it. He'll take another shot here. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. He'll start this drive firing. He's right on target. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Cowboys in the hurry up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wyoming! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The Rams will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got an open man. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense,